Let's talk about speech outlines. First, we will discuss why outlines are an important tool for speakers. Then, look at what makes speech outlines different from written essay outlines. Finally, we will look at tips and tricks when it comes to formatting and getting started, taking a work smarter, not harder approach. So why do a speech outline? Research has shown outlines help speakers feel more confident, maintain focus, and improve their delivery. Outlines are an incredible tool for keeping your ideas organized and showing where content is overly abundant or lacking. They are also spaces to record relevant quotes, statistics, research, and other key information that should not be missed when giving a speech. Finally, outlines prepare speakers to add nonverbal delivery cues to their note cards and presentations, such as slow down or show my slide, by working them in alongside the content, and that assists with flow and practice. So maybe you're new to outlines and the thought of writing one sounds annoying. Perhaps you're an outline guru with lots of practice. In either case, it's important to know what makes a speech outline unique from others that you've written for essays, or maybe your English class. When creating a speech outline, you want to start by identifying the speech type, topic, and audience. Once you have these three key elements in place, you're ready to get writing. Begin with a title, then label each speech part clearly: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion, as well as the transitions in between all major speech parts. Doing so will help you determine which areas are in need of development as you work. When creating the introduction, start with and label the attention getter. Write your credibility statement, or maybe an anecdote here. Create an audience relevancy connection. State the purpose or thesis statement, and preview the main points. Moving on to the body of the speech, develop 2 to 4 main points that support your thesis. You'll want to use supporting evidence to build out your outline by adding your own personal knowledge, experience, and wisdom, academic resources, research support such as statistics, testimony, or interview data as sub or supporting points. Don't forget about the time allotted for your speech as you craft the outline. For the conclusion, summarize your main points. Much how you previewed them in the introduction, you will now review them at the end of the speech. Remind the audience of your thesis by restating the purpose and provide a strong and memorable closing, perhaps a call to action if doing a persuasive speech, or a memorable quote, or a thought-provoking question. A good rule of thumb is to give equal time and content to both the introduction and conclusion. Labeling the individual speech parts will help you visualize the entirety of your speech and reduce stumbling while improving clarity and audience engagement during the presentation. Remember, outlines are a blueprint, a roadmap, ensuring your speech flows logically and conversationally. Outlines are not a script of the speech, so each part must be limited to only one complete sentence or idea. Your voice will fill in the rest when you present. Trust it to do so. Outlines should include in-text or parenthetical citations for all outside or academic sources brought into the speech. Whether from National Geographic or direct quotes from a practitioner you interviewed, you'll need to show where this information was obtained. Use quotation marks for all and any quotes or phrases of 3 or more words to avoid plagiarism, followed by an in-text citation with all other necessary accompanying information. A reference page is required in addition and provides audiences the opportunity to seek related research and materials the presenter gave. Last, speaking outlines include nonverbal cues, as mentioned. You can bracket, bold, or italicize these cues to make them easy to read and see in an outline. Nonverbal cues include things like pause, use expression, take a few steps. Now that we've discussed the major differences and criteria, let's talk tips that make for a more efficient process. Always begin with a template. If you're enrolled in one of my public speaking classes, these are provided for you as a pre-formatted file, meant to make your life easier. But if not, simply open a Microsoft Word or Google Outline template. Never start with a blank document. Rather, use the search to look up a pre-formatted outline in the style of your choice, and voila, time saved. Next, use one consistent pattern of text or seriation, such as Roman numerals, sequential lettering, bullet points. Whatever it is, keep it simple. Finally, turn to the internet for additional support where needed. Public libraries, college writing and tutoring centers, even AI can be great starting places for building an outline. A final tip, and this one is my own. Consider starting with the body of your speech rather than the introduction. When I was in college, I always thought to myself, how do I know what I want to say until I actually say it? Many students get tripped up over their first sentence, their thesis, or even the introduction as a whole. If that's you, then don't start there. Start by writing or mapping out your main points and work backward. An outline is a guide, not a script. Use it to organize your thoughts and deliver a confident and engaging speech in your own authentic voice.